Hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? I missed the last one, but excited to be here today. All right. Okay, Paul should be joining soon. There he is as we were talking. Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello. We are back live. We were just on a podcast. So, all right. Excellent. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for jumping in. Excited to have you here.
I was
All
just telling
right.
him I missed
Perfect.
the last one, but I'm excited for this one. And you guys have questions, pop them in. But we do have one from the Facebook group, right? And it also came in support.
Yes.
So
Yep.
we can definitely start with that. But if you guys have more questions, just feel free to type it in the chat or the Q&A section.
Absolutely. Yeah. These are your chance to answer any questions. We also have a new training will load in the back office that I did yesterday for one of our other groups, and we'll just throw it in for you guys. Just this one training on Reddit and Quora. We've talked about it before. We recorded it 2 days ago. But yeah, we're gonna add that into the members area for everybody. So we'll put that below this training, but it's basically how to get organic traffic step by step from Quora and Reddit. We've talked about it briefly, gave you a little overview, but it really entails the fact that Google and Reddit results now show, or Reddit and Quora results show up on the first page of Google, and they're powerful, powerful. It's powerful results because you can type in the term like marketing tips or back pain or workout plans or anything like that, and generally you're going to see right below on the first page of Google a Reddit result, and then you can actually go leave a comment on that Reddit thread and have yourself on the first page of Google fairly quickly. So it's a really cool strategy, but also more or less, more importantly, is showing you how to use those platforms because there's a post feature inside of Reddit and also a post feature inside of Quora where you can actually drive an immense amount of organic reach from these high authority platforms. And so as long as you're willing to give good value on those posts, you can get traffic. So we recorded a whole training video kind of showing you that strategy. And there's multiple ways to get traffic from these platforms. So we did that for you, and we'll include that below this video as kind of our training for this call. So excited for that. You guys will get a lot of value out of that. Today's all about Q&A, and it goes from there. Mary has a real quick question about Quora and Reddit. She goes, does Quora and Reddit skew male? I would say Reddit, most likely Reddit tends to skew more male generally, is what I've noticed, but Quora is more of a mixed group. And if you want to look at something that skews more female, Pinterest is going to be your platform for that. That's a whole nother strategy we'll be teaching
It's
over as
very
time
it's
goes
very
on.
powerful. It's very
Very effective.
Pinterest is very powerful. If that's your target audience, then it's very powerful.
Yeah, definitely. So Georgina, how can newsletters be used for a membership and subscription site? So there's a couple things they can be used for. So, I mean, the number one way is to use your email list or newsletters, they called it, or, some people still call it that. But use the newsletter to actually promote your email list. Like that's step number one. Like that's paramount. Most important thing is, focused on, how you can drive people to join your subscription site. The easiest way to build anything like a subscription site, a membership, sales of a new course you're doing, like we're launching a new course right now. What do we do for that? We go to our email list, right? What does Russell Brunson do when he has a new launch? Go to his email list. And so if you build your email list up, it's a lot easier to send people to a membership and subscription site that way. I have seen in the past, and now it doesn't mean it doesn't work anymore, but I have seen in the past people used to run entire news membership basically sites, off of emails. So they would just queue up like, a series of 20 emails that would go out over the course of 6 months or something. And they would drip feed every single week a new email, right? Would have the data or the information that was exclusive for that membership. So that's how some people have done it, where they've used autoresponders in that way. But I would say the easiest, simplest way in this day and age to get this going and off the ground is to go out there and create a membership type newsletter that you're emailing out consistently. So focus on building your list, which you're going to learn from the Reddit and Quora strategy. You're going to learn from the Google ad strategy, the SEO strategies, the social media strategies, all that we've covered already. Those are going to help you build that list. And the thing is, we bring up this graphic all the time, and this graphic is, so accurate because it's like, this is your email list, right here. So you want to focus on driving all this traffic from all these different sources to this email list. Like that's the most important thing. So yeah, hopefully that answers that question in a roundabout way, but that really just means focus on building that list. Do you think I
Yeah,
answered that right?
yeah, no, Georgina, I was going to add that one way of doing that is using Substack.
Oh,
Because you're
yes.
doing your newsletter on Substack. There's a free version of newsletters that you could offer to your audience, or you could also do a membership paid version of the newsletter. So you can grow your audience there. Substack helps you because it does have a lot of traffic already built in. They also help you make your email list. So anybody who's subscribed to your Substack, they get added to your email list. So that would be a good place to go check out Substack, right? I think I said
Yeah,
that right.
it's
But
Substack. Yeah, it's I'll
mhm.
drop the link
So
here. But it's a great way to get traffic to your
yes,
audience.
yes,
So
that's it.
yep, Georgina, you have it correct. I'll drop the link in here though, so everybody can see it. But yeah, it's a great point because it does build your email list, and it does a really good job of getting organic reach too. So you just have to create content on a consistent basis there. But that's the link to Substack as well. All right. So what we've got here, we've got okay, so Substack would be a great, it's a really good avenue. The reason I like Substack, Quora, Reddit, sites like that is simply because those are websites that already have inbuilt traffic. And so you can actually start to get visitors from those websites. So you can actually get visitors from those sites organically because they're already high authority sites. So if you're out there producing really good content, you can start to get really solid traffic from those sources. And so that's why we kind of dove in a little bit to Quora and Reddit recently, because those platforms are so big and there's so much opportunity just sitting there for you to go after. So the next thing is we had a question that came in to support that we'll answer here. So I'm working on creating a bundle and ClickFunnels in the product section. I have created each of the physical products separately, but how do you include both products in the bundle? So both products can go through ClickFunnels fulfillment when the bundle upsell is selected. Okay. So let me show you how to do that. So each of the physical products separately, how do you include both products in the bundle? Okay, perfect. So let me go into ClickFunnels and I'm going to walk through this process here of how to do this. So we'll kind of take you through the step-by-step flow of how to make this work. Okay, so let me get ClickFunnels open here. Okay, so
This is the bundling question.
yep, this is all about how to bundle products. We're going to show
Yes.
step by step how to go through that process. Okay.
And you guys can bundle anything from not only the existing products that are in there, but also the other ones, the bonus ones, anything from Metrology,
Yeah,
anything from the Self-Made Millionaire. So any of those can be bundled or
right.
be part of the bundle.
Yeah, there's so many of those that you can go ahead and bundle in there. It makes it very nice. Okay, so let's go to the product section here. Make sure I got a few products in here. Okay. All right, so you should be seeing my screen inside of here,
Mhm.
inside of this flow. So the one thing that you're going to do, so you would go in here, you're going to create, um, let's go in here. So you got all your products. You also have collections. So just so you know, kind of a quick overview, you have to make sure you add the product individually here, because that's going to be how it's added to the funnels. So that's step number one, is make sure that you've gone to products and you've gone through the steps of adding your product. Make sure you put, it's a digital product, go through that flow, put all that information in there. In this case, for example, we have got like e-commerce essentials. So I would open up e-com essentials, and here you would choose, you can actually go through and you can actually add digital asset access if you wanted to. So that's where you would add in things like PDFs, those kind of things that would go with the individual products. So you're going to want to make sure that you add those into the mix. So you would go here, you're going to select this button and you would choose new digital asset, and you would actually name it. So I'm going to say e-commerce essentials PDF, let's just say, if it was just a PDF. And then I would upload that file from my computer and I would just put that PDF in there. So this is my slides. I'm just going to upload this from a webinar I did. So this is actually how you upload a brand new product into the mix. And so this is to answer any questions for anybody wondering, okay, how do you get to this point where you can actually upload the individual products? So here, what you're going to do is you're going to select the assets for what they get access to. So really, you're going to need to create two different, you're going to have two different delivery points for your products, or two different access points. So one thing I'm going to point out here, oops, let me cancel that, hit save here. So there's one of the easiest ways to do this is to set up, if you're bundling products together into like some sort of a special sale. So let's say you're selling like 5 products together that you're trying to do, and you're going to have to create them each as an individual product first. And the reason I uploaded a second product in there is because I wanted to show you how that works. So you're going to have to make each product individually. Then you're also going to have to create a separate product in order to make it work. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to call this, let's call this CF bundle offer 1. Let's just say, okay. So I'm just going to do CF bundle offer 1, and I'm going to choose a sample of how to bundle products. Okay. And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to choose create product. Now, this is going to be set up as a payment. So you're going to decide whatever your bundle price is. Let's say you're pricing it at $39 for all your products, and it's a one-time payment. So now you're going to set the price for this CF bundle. Now I've gone in here, and this is where you would upload pictures of maybe your products together. So let's say you have a bundle of your products together. You would then upload those right here. So let's say I've got a few products that I'm going to put together. Then that's what I would grab here. So let's see here.
And you can create
There it
bundle
is.
pictures, right?
Yeah, you can create bundle pictures. I'm just using
Right.
one of our courses. But yeah, if you have a
So
bundle
pictures
graphic,
like pictures like this can be either created in Canva or
placeit.net is the
place it.
website. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So placeit.net also works. Now, what you're going to do here is you're going to set up your bundle, and you're going to go in here and you're going to choose how they get access to this bundle. Now you're going to go in here, you're going to say digital. Oops, let me save these changes first. I have to update these changes. And you're going to go in here, and now you're going to pick digital asset access, and you're going to select which one of the digital assets they should get access to. So let's say you have 5 products back here. that are digital assets, meaning you're delivering a PDF for the product, or let's say you're delivering a PDF that has a link to download videos on it. It's up to you how you want to deliver this. You're going to select from these different options, right? So that means if they buy this bundle, they're going to get access to all these digital assets that are right here. Then the other option is you're going to give them course access. So course access would be if they bought this bundle, I could click here and then they would get access to PLR funnels, or I could just choose which one of the modules I want them to get access to, which is pretty cool. You can kind of select, pick and choose which ones I want them to have access to. So I could say, oh, if you buy our deal, we're going to give you your first email list, social template club, and peak bodybuilding guide, right? Inside of the course. And then I could hit save on that. And so that means for $39, I now have bundled together where they get access to a couple of digital assets and they get course access. And if you were bundling in community access, if you had a community, you would add that here and they would also get that for their payment. So the easiest way to describe this is that when you go out and create your bundles, you're actually you create a bundle product, and you have to first have a course created, or you have to have assets created for your products, right? So you have to actually have those assets actually made for your product. And you find those assets by just simply going to create product, and you go through the mode of making your product, and then you have those assets created in the back office. So it's very simple. Hopefully that made sense. You have to create it as a separate product for it to work. But it works really well once you have your courses set and uploaded. And once you have your community or your courses set, or you have your individual assets set, all you have to do is just check those boxes. So that's how you create a bundle deal within ClickFunnels 2.0. Okay.
Easy
now let's
peasy.
go easy peasy, I think. Lemon squeezy. Yep. All right. So let's see here.
So one question that came up, when setting up a Stripe account, can I use the link from the funnel as my business, or do I need to create a new website?
Oh yeah, you can definitely use the link to your funnel. Just make sure, in order to get approval though, that you have privacy policy in place, the bare minimum, and also have any terms and conditions you feel you need to have. But remember, we've shared that before. You can actually grab that from ClickFunnels, the privacy policy. And you can also use a site called Free Privacy Policy Generator. But if you type in ClickFunnels tools, you'll get access to their free privacy generator, which is pretty cool. But you are going to need that because they won't approve you without that verification. So,
and if you did wanted to create a website, you could do that still within ClickFunnels as well. You don't need another program. You don't want to, you don't need to go through WordPress or anything like that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It's another tab. Right. Within ClickFunnels, as you're building your funnel, is just another tab to make your site. Mm-hmm. If you wanted to have something separate.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, so you definitely will need that. Okay, that's great. Any other questions that we can answer for you? Perfect. Dante's got it. Awesome.
Is the email marketing, or is the marketing email in ClickFunnels workspace now using our domain name?
Yes, it does. It does, but you have to set it up. So let me show you how to make sure that you have set that up correctly. That's going to be important inside of here.
Yeah, you have to do all the fun DNS records and all that fun stuff.
Yep. Yeah, you have to set up all those things. Okay. Let me show you how to go through that process, though. Okay, let me screen share now. So as long as that is in there, what you're going to do inside of here, so you go into you connect existing domain. So for those that don't know, this is where you go to connect your domain. You first type it in there, start with the www in there of your domain, and then you're going to go through that process, and then you're going to go into domain settings here, and you're going to go to DNS record table. And you want to make sure all these are set with the green option here. So you want to make sure all those have the green check mark on it. and it'll tell you everything looks good, and then you're good to go. So make sure all the green check mark is there, and then you're all set. So all that is good to go and dialed in. And then we're going to go through the process, and you can check that connection. If it's not green, if it's red, you would check that connection. As long as this is set up and in place, then when you go to do emails, they're going to naturally pull that email from you. So when you go to actually send emails out for your following, and I'll show you on one of our deals here. So we have added the domain to this workspace, no cost home startup. So we actually added this domain. See, we had to add it here. And if we go into the next part of the process where I go in and I go to the actual email part of it, which I don't see emails over here. So I'm going to hit the plus sign. We're going to add the email feature to the app. See that? If you don't see anything, I just want to point this out. If you don't see anything in ClickFunnels, look at the app section, and you may need to just hit the plus sign and add that into the mix, and then just simply add the app in there. So now we've added this app. And so now I'm going to put in, let's say test email 1. Okay. Now I'm going to go to create broadcast to get that in there. Now I'm going to go here, and when I go down here to send the email, it's going to give me my option of the email. So it's coming from, whatever the email is that I've set up there. And then the reply to email would be whatever one you set up here. So by default, it's going to go with what's back there. And you can always go in here to email settings under workspaces. And I'm going to go to email settings, and then you can choose the email addresses. Now I need to add an email address here. So you're going to have to add the email address that you want it to go from. So you could put in, what you want this name to be. So I would just say, support, and then we'll put in the, okay. We'll put in the from name too. So I'm going to put in support, and then we're going to say marketing count. So you put in your name, however you want to structure it. So there we go. And then we'll put in support at no cost home startup. And then you're going to choose add email address. Okay. So you see that option, support at no cost home startup.com. So as long as that is set up as an email, then that's what would also go out when you send those emails. You can actually select that one. So if I go here to emails and I go back to this draft email and I go to edit the broadcast, you're going to see an option here, and it's going to now give me 2 from emails. So this one is support at no cost home startup. And then the reply to email is going to go to support at no cost home startup. And the from name, remember I set that from name, it's going to come from Paul Counts, or if I wanted it from Shreya Banerjee, I would type that in. And then that's how you're going to send from those emails. So you have to go to workspace settings, choose email settings, workspace settings, email settings, and then you're going to add new email address over here. And then they're going to choose the email address that you add for them. But by default, they will start to use no reply at your domain name. That's what will happen inside ClickFunnels. Okay, perfect. And let's see here. Will the subdomain, e.g. representing a different PLR funnel, be part of the email address? So no, it won't. So that's why we tell people when you're doing this kind of marketing, when you're doing this strategy that we're talking about here, what you're going to want to do is create a generic domain for kind of your workspace. So you would use like Georgina's health tips, or Georgina's success secrets, or success by Georgina, something like that, because that ties in with every single one of these niche markets that we're offering, right? Success, because you have weight loss success, business success, marketing success, relationship success, health success, fitness success, right? It's all kind of related to that. So that's why we talk about coming up with more of a generic domain that you can kind of work everything from, because you don't want to have separate emails for each of those. But when you do send emails for specific opt-ins, you can actually go through and say, okay, who do you want to send these emails to? So I can go in here to edit broadcast, and I can actually choose my audience here. So you see here where it says edit your audience, you see this option here. I can actually choose different filters. And so I can go down and I could say a contact tag is something, or I could say products. They own a certain product. And so see here, there's all my different products. So I could say, I'm going to send people, only want to send this to people that have our launch your funnel training with resale rights. Okay. Now in this case, I don't have anybody there. So it showed 0, right? That's what it's supposed to do. But you can actually pick which one of your products. And most of these are show 0 because nobody's bought these products. This is our test account. So you get the idea. But you just go in and you just pick whichever product. So that's how you would send product specific emails. And then you could also do things like you can also narrow it down by different other variants. So either they own a product, they have an active subscription. You could actually filter it by even deeper level detail. So you could say contact tags, you could say purchase a certain product. There's all sorts of things you can do there to make it work. But all right. Any other questions that we can go over? You're welcome. So glad that helps. Yeah, so Anthony says, it's been over a year since I've done ClickFunnels. Welcome back. Before I had to go out and find my own alternate email system to import or use on ClickFunnels. Does ClickFunnels now house their own email system, or do I need to find their own email system, another email system? So no, they house their own email system. So they definitely do. And yeah, they definitely house their own email system. So that's you can send emails directly from ClickFunnels now. So it's a really cool feature. It's probably one of the best features of ClickFunnels that you can do is you can actually send emails from there, and they deliver really well. So it's a good delivery.
All the reminders you guys get, they come out for this meeting. You guys get directly from ClickFunnels.
Yeah, you get them directly from ClickFunnels. So it's really, really good. And yeah, it's great that you're back with ClickFunnels too. But that also makes it well worth the investment. So a lot of people have questioned like, okay, how much ClickFunnels is, it ranges from 97 to 297. And the reality is it pays off for itself because you aren't having to go buy all these other solutions. You now have your courses back there. You don't have to go buy Kajabi. You have your email back there. You don't have to do that. You have your community built in. You don't have to buy that add-on. So at the end of the day, you're really not paying much more at all for ClickFunnels. That's the beauty of it. So you've kind of got everything. It's why we've moved everything we can over to it. All right. Yes. What about the financing? Same type of thing. Do I need to get a Stripe? Yes, you still would need to get a Stripe as well. So when it comes to payments, Payments AI is really cool. So you can use Payments AI. They could be your processor. So that's one aspect of it that's really nice. But you're still going to want to have Stripe, and you're also going to want to have PayPal. You're going to have multiple payment processors because I don't trust payment processors, to be honest.
They could shut you down,
We've
and
been
then
shut
you
down.
won't, yeah, you wouldn't have any way of accepting payments. And that's the last thing you want to do when you're on a roll. You want to have multiple payment processors in place so that you could accept payments.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing. And wherever you are in your business journey, the second you make 2 or 3 sales on PayPal, they're going to block you.
They're going to shut you down. Yeah. PayPal does not like you making money.
So it's very, very important to have.
I don't know how PayPal makes money, to be honest, anymore.
I don't
just
know
kind
either.
of lost track
Probably
of that.
like keeping people's money. That's how they make money.
I think that's what it is. They're
freeze your account.
They are absolutely miserable. So yeah, I don't even know how they transact business. But so PayPal would, yes, have it as a backup, but the second you make a few sales, you're going to be kicked off there. But Stripe is great. The reason and the financing is no big deal because it doesn't cost you. Stripe doesn't cost you monthly. It's not a monthly fee. Yeah, you pay every time a sale's made. Same thing with Payments AI. I would have both though. I would recommend both. I'm a big proponent of having at least 2 payment processors because you don't know which one's going to go down. Okay. Virginia said, I had a Facebook business, a Facebook business with 6 business pages, which were all shut down. Ooh, that's frustrating. How would I set up a new business account using a different domain? Okay. So let me go into creating the Facebook business account. All right, let me go in here real quick. All right. So I'm pulling this up so I can go through this process. Okay. I have created too many business portfolios, it says. Okay. Oh, you know what? I can get rid of one of these. 1 second. Let me get rid of one of these. And then I can show you how to do this. Let's see here. Um, okay, so now I have removed myself from this one business I'm no longer a part of. That feels good. Okay. Trying to see if it's going to free up though and allow me to have more business portfolio pages. Let's see. Okay, so it won't. Okay, so Shreya, do you mind sharing? I'm going to drop a link for you. Just go ahead and open up this link here, business.facebook.com, and we'll go through that process over there. I have too many business portfolios, so I've reached my maximum. All right. Yeah, you don't create a new personal account. They don't like that. So there's a way around it. We're just trying to pull it up for you. You stumped us here in a good way. No, it's not a stump. I just have hit my maximum. I think you get 3, and I think I've hit it with different businesses we have. So
Thinking
and
about.
if not, I'll give you the new link. What's that?
All right.
This article will also help you, Georgina, as well. So I'm going to drop this to you in the chat window for everybody.
Could you send me, or can you give me the share access?
Oh, yes. Okay. And Georgina, I sent you this link as well. So that'll follow through the process of making a new one. So I have one that was shut down at one point. Okay, so if you go to the top left, there should be a drop-down menu. And yep, right there. And then if you scroll down, is there an option that says create a business portfolio?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Okay. So that's what you do, Georgina. So you see what Shreya just did? She went up to that top left corner and she looked at that. And so she went to the top left corner and then did the drop down right there. Yep. And then create a business portfolio. So that's all you have to do is just create the new business portfolio. It's pretty straightforward. And then it's okay if, because I have one that had accounts that were banned actually, that had a page that was shut down, an ad account that was shut down. And I created a new one within there with no issues. Now your issue might be a little more extreme. So I don't know exactly why it was shut down. If you run into issues, you may have to create a new personal account. But I would not advise that because Facebook doesn't allow that. Usually they're not a fan of that. So I would try this process first. You can follow the link I sent or just do it's business.facebook.com and then just do create a new portfolio page. And if they say no to that, then you're going to have to borrow somebody else's account or make a new one. So that's the only downside. Yeah, 4 years ago. I know it's frustrating. I've had ads accounts shut down. I've had different things shut down on Facebook. And so you just, create a new
They
one.
don't tell you why. They don't
I've
tell
had
you why.
Stripe accounts shut down. I've had 5 PayPal accounts shut down.
You have been
Um,
permanently banned from PayPal.
I've been permanently banned from PayPal, still have multiple accounts. So it's just, I don't know how that works, but I had the email says you're permanently banned from PayPal because I made too many sales at one point. So they made too much money off me, I guess. I don't know. Um, but it's just one of those things that just happens. Stripe, I've been shut down with Stripe, and we just created a new account under the same account. So no harm, no foul. So you're in the right spot. No, I wouldn't create a new. Try this process first. Don't create a new personal Facebook account. Try this process first and see. And if that doesn't work, then you're going to have to probably create a new Facebook account. But I would, and again, if you already have a Facebook account with all your family and friends on there, you're just going to have to find a business partner or somebody else that you can use their account to make this work. So, a new course for us to sell: how to maximize the number of services to be canceled from. I love that. That's brilliant. The reality is if you're not marketing hard enough, you're not going to get canceled from these platforms. So that's a good angle. It is funny though. I don't know how these guys stay in business, to be honest. I still haven't figured out PayPal. But we tried them. We gave them another honest try recently, and we're just, after 6 months of selling a few things, they kicked us off and said, no more. And I said, well, okay.
No
Guess
more
that's enough.
selling.
No more selling. No more making us commissions. So
I think
yeah.
it's the online internet marketing thing. People think it's very scammy, even if you're not doing anything
Yeah.
scammy, completely legit. They're just very, very, what's the word? They're worried about it. So they,
Yeah.
block everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. That was great, Trent. I like it. All right. Yeah. Try that first. She said, I'll try to create a new business portfolio. I used my husband's Facebook personal account before too. Those were shut down as well. It was frustrating. Yeah. It's very, very frustrating. So just give it another shot and you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Try this approach. If that doesn't work, you'll have to try a new account, but it's been a while. So I think you should be in good shape to do that. And if all else fails, it's not the end of the world. Just go to Instagram, go to Quora, Reddit, one of the other platforms. So there's other places that want your business. Yeah. All right. Any more questions that we can answer for you? I'm going to show you guys this teaser, and I think I've shared it with you all before, but I think this is the coolest little marketing hack we've come across lately. So I like to keep sharing it with all our groups. This is Shreya knows what I'm about to share. It's going to be the Quora thing, but I did a whole video on it, but I thought, all right, I'll sneak this in here just so you guys can see it.
I think anything you should show them the chicken hat.
Yeah, the chicken hats are pretty wild. That is crazy. I'll share that too. Okay. So let's see. Dog training. Oh, let's see here. Okay. All right. So you go over to Google. You guys see this? Okay. So you go over to Google, right? And you've heard us talk about this where Google just paid Quora and Reddit. They paid them, it was $100 million, like 60 million to one, 40 to the other, to license their content on the first page of Google. So what's happening is if you search for phrases like I just did marketing tips, for example, anything in any niche with the word tips behind it or ideas or hacks or anything like that, you're going to typically see a Reddit thread that shows up. So notice this that pops up. Now, notice not only are they showing Quora results and Reddit results, they're also showing stuff from Constant Contact community.
Contact.
They're now showing other
post?
communities out there. What's that?
Is that just a blog post?
It's their community. So you can actually go in and be a part of their community as well. So what I've done is I've come in here and I learned, okay, if this is ranking on the first page of Google, I'm going to go in and you can add a comment. And when you add a comment here, then your content shows up. So you'll see here, here's marketing counts. It shows up. Now, I've done this more with my personal account, but just for fun, I did this with marketing counts. And what it does is it leads to our profile page, which then from there, people can, follow us. They can find our links there to one of our opt-in pages right here from our profile page.
Look at that.
So it's all there, right? There's our
That
opt-in
picture looks
page.
familiar.
Yeah, that looks very familiar. So it's really cool how this works. So you can go out on Google, you can find keywords in your niche, go look for them. Nobody's teaching this except for us. So at this point, everybody else is going to jump on the bandwagon soon. So anyways, but you go in there and you look for these Reddit results. Like look at this one related to dog training. And if it says archived, okay, you can't comment. So you can go look for another one. But you go in there and you look for a post that you can actually leave a comment on. And then you go comment as long as it's in your niche market. So you're just looking for the keywords in your market and you can go comment. And then that's just part of the strategy. The other part is, of course, engaging on Reddit and getting involved in these subreddits, which have like millions of followers in them. Like the dog training one here has 1.1 million people. So if you're in that niche, you should be spending a little bit every single day commenting on these. And the biggest key to make these successful for you is, and again, this person is just like, they just love Reddit. They have 9,439 comments that they've made. They have a trophy case, but they have no links. So they're not building anything here, right? They're just commenting on different topics, but they just like to hear themselves think, I guess. But at the end of the day, though, like if you were doing this effectively, you could actually have your links show up. They allow you to have your links here. Look at ours. Our Instagram links are there. Our marketing plan links are here, right? So you could have your little trophy. You still have your trophy case, but above it, you put your links in there. And so utilize that that profile for that. And also when you're logged into Reddit, you can actually make a post from your Reddit profile and get traffic from Google. So again, I did a whole training on this. So I don't need to do it again. So, but I just wanted to, I'm so excited. It's such a cool strategy. Okay. So in Core and Reddit, what do we put in when we create a new profile? You put in your link. You put in a link to one of you can do multiple links, but your lead capture pages. So, but I would choose one in particular that you want to focus on. So, like if you're focusing on like fitness and health and you're going to go leave comments in there on the fitness and health one, I would go in there and I would be, intentional about making those posts on an ongoing basis. So, I'd be intentional about in the fitness and health groups, like leaving comments and interacting with people and finding them that way. And that's what I would do in there. And, just being intentional as you go through that
link,
process.
if you're doing the fitness one, your link would either be the biohacking one, that's one option, or the bodybuilding one, that's one option. And it would be the lead magnet pages for that.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Okay. So yeah, so you just definitely want to make sure that you are, putting your links on there or else it's all for nothing, right? Because and again, when you respond to these people, I say it in the training too, you have to be authentic. You can't use AI to generate your responses. Reddit will kick you out so fast. Like this is not the time to try to be cute and try to game a system. It's not a quantity game either. It's a quality game. So respond with a quality response. The better response you give, the more likely you are to get clicks to your profile, which is where they find your link. But that's just, again, one aspect of it. The other aspect is engaging in those communities on an ongoing basis, because Google spent $60 million to get all this traffic to Reddit. You might as well capitalize on that. So Reddit's about to explode and get a lot more traffic. Okay, what is typical conversion to expect on someone downloading the lead magnet on services like Google Ads, Reddit, etc.? So it's all slightly different on the platform. So typically with Google Ads, when you're running those, you're going to see generally about a 12 to 15% conversion on some of those on Google Ads traffic. You can get it as high as 20. I've seen that. Facebook ads, I've seen 25% is pretty reasonable. The Reddit community, if it's coming from an organic standpoint, you're going to be in more like the 50% range. Google SEO tends to drive the best conversions that I've seen as well. So
It depends on your page too. The one that
Right.
we showed earlier with that marketing plan, that's the highest converting one that we have. People
Yeah.
don't like that because it's very old school, but it converts the best out of all the new fresh stuff that we've tried. That one converts the best,
Hmm.
but it's not cutesy. It's not pretty.
Yeah, this is the page Trey is referencing. It is ugly, but it works really well for paid traffic too. It gets close to 20% on paid traffic, but on other traffic sources, I've seen it get as high as 50, 60%, the same format. So meaning like solo ads or organic visitors, things like that. The reason organic visitors do well, meaning like they came from like a free content you put on Instagram or TikTok, or they came from your actual website, is because they were intentional to like go check out what you have to offer. So you're always going to have a much better conversion that way as well. So
Yeah, they were looking for the answer.
yeah, yep, they were looking for that answer. So all right, hopefully that helps you guys. Great questions today, and I'm excited for you to go through that whole training. It's like 45 minutes on the Quora and Reddit and all that. So
I'll
give or
put
take.
it right under this video.
Yeah. Yep. So that'll help you guys quite a bit. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Any other questions before we wrap up?
No.
All right. Perfect. Oh yeah. Did we get the AI videos fixed? Number 8 was still missing, I think.
Oh, okay. And it was the AI course.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that. And
I
let's
didn't realize the AI one had 8 videos. I'm checking right now.
okay. We will look into that. Oh, e-commerce. E-commerce, I guess. Did you
Oh, okay.
see that? Okay. All
I
right.
will check into that.
We'll look at that. We'll get that one fixed. Thank you. That's why we do these calls. The Canva link for the logo is not working on that one either. So we'll take a look at that. Okay. That one just might need some love.
No, what ends up happening, I think, since we've released these courses, a lot of changes have happened. The platform's updated, and sometimes the links get broken for some reason.
Oh, that could be, yeah, because the Canva
Yeah.
links and stuff. Yeah, Canva did do a big overhaul recently. All right, Georgina, thank you. All right, thank you everybody for being here. This was great. You can use Facebook. You can also email it in. We do check that. We had, if you didn't get a response from us, we had a major issue. It's been resolved, I think now. Because I've noticed when I've responded to people lately, they're getting back to us, so that's good. We
Yeah,
had a
our
major
email
email
is
issue. Yeah,
going into
going to
spam. Even the support emails, they were going into
yeah.
spam. Even when I was responding or Paul was responding, people were not getting it.
Yeah, we had to fix one of our things within Google to get it to work. So it should be getting those now. So yeah, you can still email support@marketingcounts.com to get us. And then also Facebook is also a good avenue too. We do monitor that. So okay, cool. Thank you for doing that. All right, we'll look for that email. That'll be perfect.
Chicken
Oh,
hat.
chicken hat. Chicken hat. Yes. Let me grab it. All right, this is proof. I used it in an email too. This is how you can literally use anything in an email. My brother sent this to our family thread. He's in Vermont, and he had just he was listing some items on their Facebook marketplace to sell and came across this. So
Now, does he have chickens?
he does not have chickens. So I don't know why he got targeted for it. I think because it was geographically close to where he lives. So that's why. Okay, so here it is. This is I can't even believe I'm showing you this on a call, but here we go. This is the chicken hat. Proof you can sell anything online. So it kills me how that chicken's leaning in, like just
So cute.
yeah, it's there you
And they need to
go.
stay warm.
Yep. So He's got to stay warm. Got to have your chicken hat on. So, proof you can sell anything online.
Mhm.
And I use it in an email because I actually talked about crochet chicken hats, and I was like, well, that's and then I talked about how like you're not going to do this without traffic. Why don't you buy our new traffic course? So it was a good segue, but that's how you can, have some fun with your emails. And I got actually quite a few people respond saying they wanted the chicken hat pick. So,
Yeah, I've been sending them through
oh, good.
email.
All right. Yeah. So there you go. There's a crocheted chicken hat. Proof you can make anything online. I wouldn't say that's a niche anybody needs to go into on this call by any
No,
means, but
please.
please don't. Although you never know. Sometimes you might look it up and be like, it's this
That could be a
underground
lead
lucrative
magnet,
niche.
though. The chicken hat could go into, ClickBank has courses of like uh
Oh,
gardening and
gardening chicken coops. Yeah, how to make your own
yes,
chicken
see,
coop.
that could
Yeah.
be a
Yeah.
thing. No, I can't. Don't do it.
Yeah. So there you go. People are selling anything online. I can't even imagine they're making much on the $3 hats, but I bet they're actually selling a lot
Something.
because I mean I'm tempted to go buy 3 chicken hats.
Now, the people that have chickens, they have a lot. Like they don't
Yeah,
have one or two chickens, they might have
right.
10, 20 chickens. They are gonna need a hat.
No, yeah, I'd be jealous if I was a chicken without a hat.
And exactly. And sometimes they might get two pairs per chicken.
Yeah.
So
No,
there you
there
go.
you
It
go.
adds up.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Well,
enough.
this call went off the rails. All right. Hope you guys had some fun on this. And enjoy the weekend ahead. And we'll be we'll get this recording posted, and below it will be the training on all the traffic stuff. So all right, take care, guys. All right, bye.